Earlier this month, we took a look at a small selection of playschool level Transformers, preschool level, in order to take a look at the evolution of the Transformers for the youngest generation, starting with the GoBots, moving on to Rescue Bots, and then into Classic Heroes Team, the most recent and seemingly final iteration for now. But we're not quite done with the Classic Heroes team. There's still a few I'd like to talk about before the month is over, and one of them is Optimus Primal. Again, and I keep mentioning this, I love that we've hit this point where even these like classic characters from the 80s and 90s are starting to get these gimmicky toys so that they can be fun for like younger kids to get to know, and for us adults to just need a fiddle toy on our desks. I've started off in robot mode this time, just to mix it up a little bit, and these come packaged in robot mode, so I figured that makes sense. And yeah, it's a really nice little representation of Optimus Primal. If we take a closer look, as usual, we will zoom in so you can get an idea. He's got more of a toy-etic idea behind him with the yellow eyes, but he does look pretty good. The chest is done pretty close to how he's supposed to look. The red and silver paint does a really good job. Not sure about the red on the crest. That one's throwing me off a little bit. It's not bad. It's just like a little bit odd. It's a little bit odd. I would expect it to stay blue, honestly. There is a little bit more blue here in the pelvis, along with a lot of silver to break up all of the gorilla parts, and then blue for the feet. So he's rocking a lot of blue, looking much more colorful and brighter than Primal typically is. And you can see, like, even the coloring of the fur is not quite your usual Primal shade. It's not a dark gray or black. It's more along the lines of like a very dark brown, almost closer to like Universe 1.0 Optimus Primal, if you remember that figure. Yeah, so it's somewhere in that vein. Now, the toy itself does look pretty good in the robot mode. I do appreciate the fact that he actually has his shoulder missiles. That's a nice little touch. The only real issue I would have is that like the chest does not go up quite as much as I would like. Like in a perfect transformation, it should like close up here, but it's just showing just a little bit of that beast face. Hi. Hi. Hello. So it's a little bit distracting when you're looking down on the toy and you just see these eyes just sticking up from his chest. It's a little bit bizarre. Now, he is a Classic Heroes figure, which means he is a one-step changer. So no articulation, no accessories, but you do get a fun little quick transformation, which you do by pushing his arms together, basically like rotating them inward. And yeah, that's a really quick, clean transformation into a very properly proportioned gorilla. You see, he's got the correct shape to his body now. You know, he's got the knuckle dragging feet. You can see more of the side details are all brought forward. And now we get a proper look at the monkey head. Also done up with the yellow eyes, gray paint, which we did not see anywhere in the robot mode, and silver for the teeth. Now the missiles make a little bit more sense. Instead of just firing up in a random bird flying overhead, he actually does look like he's ready to fire on you at this point. So yeah, now all the fur detail along the back and sides actually comes together very nicely to come up with the shell of the beast mode, and it's a very, very nice little look. Very clean and efficient, quick way of getting an Optimus Primal. I will warn you, very, very hollow feet, because remember, this is, supposed to be a very inexpensive kid's toy, but fun for an adult collector who just needs something to fiddle with. Now, to transform him back into the robot mode, we need to twist the arms the other direction. Now, this one on mine, I don't know if it's true for yours, mine gets stuck right there. And you can force it, but the better idea is to flex it back the other way a little bit, and then try it again. There's like a little, once you hit this point, you do like a little mini flex, just to get it to have the clearance it needs to make the transformation. So it's technically not one step. I mean, it's one step and then like a little hop that you have to do somewhere in the middle of that. Like you just had to do a little stutter step just to make sure it transforms cleanly. But no, that said, I'm really happy with how this toy works. It's just it's just very neat how well it folds down into the gorilla shape. I just wish it sprung up better. But there you go. I do know that this was repainted, so you can get, I believe, a blue version of him out there. But either one makes for a pretty neat little desktop version of Primal. Yeah, it's not a bad little pickup. If you're a Beast Wars fan, it's a fun little fiddle toy for your desk. Like, this is one where, like, the feature works so well. I did have it on my table for a while, just like when I needed something to mess with. But there you go. That's one more for Toycember. Like I said, we do have one more Classic Heroes figure we're going to talk about at some point, but we'll give it a break for a little bit. We got plenty to talk about.
Analysis complete. Adapting translators to local language.
Are you out there?